Got all my love. All my love. All my love. There's bubbles up here. Just kidding. They disappeared before I got to them. Within 10 seconds. Gotta love bubbles. There's a chub. There's like a mini fair type thing at the park, and Toast is not happy about it. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, obviously, Toast is the biggest hater there is. No wonder she doesn't like it. There's too many people. Go with grace. Okay. I need a carp and a bullhead. Let me go get the ghost fish from the mines. Be a bullhead. Bullhead. Maybe. Questionable. Yes. Okay, I just need a carp. Easy to tell. Oh. Okay. Well, apparently I don't know what level fishing we are now. Nope. Just a little carp, please. Who's Grace? Cursing my name. I say how much I ricochet. Just not. Saving. Oh, thank God. It's a carp. At least it should be a carp. Grace. Zelda. Just the same. Cursing my name. Okay. Ghost fish. We go upgrade the coop again. And then we transport ourselves to the beach. We need to go look for a little purple guy. If we don't find a purple guy, I don't know what to do. We figure it out. We crying? I hope not. Ooh, that was a good ankle pop. There we go. Beautiful. We don't even have to think about what I would have done because we got it anyways. Build a mushroom log. If I have that level, I don't have a mushroom log yet, but I will need it for the purple mushroom. Yes, I need the purple guy. The purple guy is in this one, the sea urchin. The other purple guy, still need that. Still need the other purple. Don't worry. Don't worry. Still need that one. That'll be the last thing I do. Unfortunate. Um, Purple mushroom. Did I pick up something I wasn't? Okay, no. Still. I was like, did I pick up something I wasn't supposed to pick up? Nope. Still just picked up our red cabbage. Red cabbage is so tasty. I like it when it's like used as like on top of other things. I wouldn't just like go and eat just like plain red cabbage by itself, but when it's like got some other stuff going on. You know what I forgot to do? Haha. I forgot to put fertilizer on the melons and the corn. So that's gonna be a fun time. We'll figure it out eventually. Maybe. Questionable. We're just gonna pray. And then maybe cry after that. Shredded cabbage does add a nice touch. I would agree. I gotta sell all my pickles. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, that's a... that was our first gold quality. Let me fill up my inventory. Hang on. This is how we guarantee 5 gold, because I forgot to put ship down. Cool. Sick nasty. Only 2 so far. Okay, well, I gotta sell my pickles today, so we'll have to find another solution for the next day. But, there we go. How about a gold corn? Let's see. Can we get any of that? How did I end up with more sunflower seeds? I thought I got rid of them. Okay. Cool. Also, what's up, Tookie? Hello. For stewed red cabbage with apple and cranberries, instant Christmas / winter meal for me. Interesting. Huh. It sounds good. I love a good, like winter soup. One more, one more, one more. Yes, let's go. Okay, we're good. Woohoo! Don't have to do that anymore. I can harvest all the rest of them. Fuck it. Fuck yeah. Good. What am I doing? I gotta go donate some stuff to the CC. Okay. We go check the traveling cart, and then we go down to some other stuff too. I'll do Marnie's. Done with that. Beehive. I don't need. Oops. Oopsies. Don't need it. Don't have that, do I? What do I need? Over here. All of the bars. Okay, I'm gonna go up to Demetrius's and Robin's first. Because I think that might be better. And then we'll go down to Marnie's after. I have to upgrade my barn one more time. And then I'm just going to use another one of these beach warp totems to get to the bottom of the map. I have a bunch of coffees that I just haven't been using this whole time. I should have probably been using them this entire time. Was I? No, not at all. Absolutely not. Cool. Let me go and grab a couple of a duck and a rabbit here. Rabbit. Duck. Alrighty, let's go check the traveling cart. See if we can get ourselves a little sandfish. Or, a truffle. That would be cool, too. Then I don't have to buy a pig again. I also don't have to buy a cow. Literally nothing. Okay, cool. I will need to catch a. I don't know if I want to go this way, but that's okay. Actually, the pathway is kind of clear. I do need to catch a wood skip, so we'll do that eventually. Or literally right now. Fuck it. Come on, wood skip. Come on, wood skip. Come on, wood skip. I accidentally pulled it in. That's my bad. Come on, wood skip. Come on, wood skip. Come on, wood skip. One of these days. Alrighty, you know what? We'll just come back. We'll just do it on another day. It's fine. To the 26th. Alright, I'm gonna check my mail again. Nothing from the wizard. It's fun. We'll just cry a little bit. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to get as well too that I'll get today? I need a thing of rice. Me remembering that I need to make a cookout kit which I don't know how to make off the top of my head. Coal, fiber wood. Cool. We don't have the time. August, honey, you were mine. And do a little loop. Little loop here. Where am I? The other one. We don't have the time. Meant to find stranger. Still forgot the coffee. Oopsie. Still forgot it. I need a rice. That's the whole reason why I came in here. Because I need a rice. It's for you. Such a super cut. Your car radio. White chicken. Alright, we need a brown chicken. Excuse you. Perfect. It's just a super cut of us. Another little rabbit. And another duck. Thank you. And then supplies. Super cut. Sandfish. No, there's tiger trout. No sandfish. Super cut of us. Oh, I do not have my pickaxe. Otherwise, I would go up the other side and pick up a bunch of stuff. But I will not do that. See if we can fish up this. Come on, wood skip. Come on, wood skip. I'm not as behind as I could be. I'll take, plus 20 minutes right now. Except fuck the wood skip. me go get my pig. No, he's not any nicer to me. I'm gonna be real honest. Extra fish. Seaweed. No, do not eat the tilapia. That is the one thing I don't want you to do. Cool. Got that done and over with. We're good there. Literally don't need that in my inventory. Okay. You've still got time? We'll see. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Hey, Piggy. I am gonna run down to the traveling cart. And also give him another gift, because... Also, we need to level up our foraging. So I'm gonna go up the left side this time. And also, while I'm down here, I'm going to go and gift the wizard again. Of course, a fried egg. After I've already made the freaking fried egg in my inventory. Gonna save me, call me baby. As long as I'm not at 0. That's all that we need. So we didn't have a purple to give him earlier. That was part of our issue. Trying to level up foraging by picking up everything possible. And chopping down the hardwood stumps. Because they give slightly more XP, I believe. If I remember correctly. Also gonna go into the bat cave and just grab what I can. Oh, thank goodness. Woohoo! We leveled up. We're good. rhythm and blues. Cool. Sleep. So I get the mushroom log and the other ones. That's what I wanted. Don't tell me, gonna tell you that you're too sweet. Of course, I need 10 hardwood for the mushroom log that I totally just tossed all of it out, but it's fine. You know what? Let's do this one that is like right here on the edge. She's bad blood royalty. It's fine. I'm freaking out. Lay me down and you breaking my heart. I saw you, little rabbit. Sneak down there. I go grab hardwood on the left side of the farm. So what do I need for the mushroom? 10 moss? Do I have moss at all? I say I have 5 moss. That should be pretty easy to get. Done. I go grab my 10 hardwood though. And while we're over here, freaking look for purple mushrooms. We still haven't freaking found any. Yeah, it's for the mushroom log. The other one was for the community center. Yeah, this is the backup for the purple mushroom now. There's that. I just need all the animal products. I don't want regular mushrooms, please. Nothing. Cool. Alrighty. Cool. Do I have enough to finish the vault? Not quite. Okay, good pig. Hello. I need to put it on the purple tree now. There we go. No, 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 no. Telling me off. You know what, pig? If you want to find a little truffle, that would be cool. I'll go and try and get this fish. This wood skip? Hang on, I'm gonna pause this. So I can hear if the pig finds something. Wood skip? There's a smallmouth bass. We'll get it one of these days. I swear. But that way, if we get a truffle, then I can just sell the pig right away. And then we should have enough money for the vault already. Most think it's slower. It's just, I'm just doing it on 1.6 because I didn't want to down patch, if I'm being honest. I'm not trying to get like a top time or anything. I'm doing this because I want to do it. And also, it's decent practice. Yes, I did get a buffer already. Don't worry. There's no wood skip. And no sandfish yet. But I just need the pig to find a little truffle. That's what I'm listening for. That's why I turned the music off. I think you found it. Or maybe he didn't. I'm just hearing things. Nope, just hearing things. There we go. Got it. Bye, guy. Alrighty, music back on. What makes finishing a speedrun? Finishing community center, perfection, or something else? It depends on what speedrun you're actually running. I'm running community center, so yes. So Stardew Valley Restoration is in regards to the community center. It's also in my title as well. Yeah. Okay. On the next Friday, I'm gonna go. What are some other categories? You can look at them on speedrun.com under Stardew Valley. But there's marriage. You can do any room in the community center, just like the single room. There's some meme runs as well that are under category extensions. There's a lot. So, AKA, I couldn't list them all out for you. And mine's too. Yeah, mine's 50, mine's 120. Any purple? Nope. It's fine. I'm just gonna cry it a little bit. Okay. Nothing from the wizard either. I will go and catch a sandfish on Friday. So we'll just keep petting everything till we're good to go. And on that Friday, we'll also go down and go to, oh, I didn't mean to keep sleeping. I meant to go and pet them, and I forgot to pet them. It's fine. Yep. Because that's what happens. Someone gets angry if I forget to pet them. Cool. I will go down and check the traveling cart as well too. Nothing yet. It's fine. Gonna go left side. Go and check and see if there's anything. Please, purple mushroom. Anything. Just made it to Ginger Island? Very cool. Catch a sandfish. I'm just still giving them vegetables at this point. Okay, I need to grab the extra bait that's in here as well. The place. Think of something, but your face the same. All attention. Need attention. Mention. Come on, Pam. We can do it. Come on, Pam. Oh, beautiful. There's a cactus fruit and a coconut right there. Clutch. Done. Okay, back to the farm. Fair. I just got a little love and I just need a little get. Don't know if someone calls me baby. Stop the world just to stop. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. Not to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Yeah. Come next to him in the middle of the night when your head in your hands are nothing more than his wife. Think about me, all of those years ago. She's standing face to face with I told you so. Hate to say, I told you so. You know I hate to say. I don't need any more money. I don't know why I'm doing that. So, you wizard, no. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. I have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. I have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. No maple syrup yet on that tree either. Need that. Wizard. Oh, Demetrius. It's fine. It's cool. Okay, there's our maple syrup at the bottom. We're just missing purple mushroom, the 2 animal products, and the wizard gift. One. Freaking the red freaking thing. Fire quartz. Do it, it's time. I don't know what's on me. I will check the left-hand side of the farm again for a purple mushroom in just a second. Please, Demetrius. Wizard. Oh, fuck. Not Demetrius. Not Demetrius, please. I don't need any more Demetrius gifts, please. Socks like sweet music playing in the dark. So me. Sweet music playing in the dark. I don't know it's on me. Hi, Pay. I hope you're doing well, gamer. Welcome on in. How's stream going? We are struggling through a speed run right now. But otherwise, I just got a purple mushroom. I am quite happy about that. I need the wizard to give me a gift. Because he hasn't given me a gift yet. And I need a rabbit to drop its foot and a duck to drop its feather. And then we're done. That's it. Just got to be my parents' puppy? Oh. More purple mushrooms. I might go give one of those to the wizard in a second here. On this next day. Become better friends with him. Because now we have 5 extra ones. My cat is stuck up there. That's what I just realized. I was like, why do I hear like a tiny cat's meow? That would be why. Okay. On this next day, I think I'm going to go and give the wizard another gift. I didn't want this. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. If I can finish within like the next 5 minutes, I'll be happy for a D-Rust run. Okay, perfect. Get rid of those ones. It's just our rabbits now. So I will go ahead and go and gift the wizard. Oh, I also don't have the wood skip. That's kind of also a problem. We should get that. I'm gonna do that today on my way back from the wizard here. There is a traveling cart today. So we could technically find something that we need in there. A duck feather, of course. Nice. AKA the thing that we picked up today. Love that for us. So nice of them to drop that in there. So nice of them. Okay. One more attempt at our wood skip. Please. Please. This is a smallmouth bass. I don't think this is a wood skip. Yeah. Smallmouth. I've got that good bait on. So we can find that. We're good to go. Come on. No, there's another smallmouth bass. I don't want a smallmouth bass. I just want freaking wood skip. Come on. There's another smallmouth bass. We'll get something other than a smallmouth bass eventually. Until then, I literally just have to keep sitting here trying to catch it. Another smallmouth bass? I just want to finish the speedrun. That's it. That's it. I'm not trying to get... It was never gonna be good to begin with. I should have quit after Mines Day 1, but I didn't. Oh my goodness. I don't care about a river jelly. Give me a wood skip. Gotta see it through to the end. That's what I'm trying. It's like a... That's kind of the whole point, is that it was a no reset run. Specifically on 1.6. I did it on 1.6 for a reason. Okay, okay, okay. It's in the middle. You could be. It's not. But here we are. There's gonna be a time. Yeah. You ready to do this? I don't think you can. Hey, we've got 7 pieces of bait to show up. We've gone through 28 already. I got my purple mushrooms now. I got plenty of those now. Wood skip? Rabbit foot? Fucking, the fire quartz. From the wizard. Those are the 3. That's it. Everything else is done. Crab pot's done. Everything else is done. I've used my last bait. Sad. I'm just... Okay. Black Last go. Nope. Okay, cool. We're at 12 energy, so I'm just gonna leave. Get rid of that and that and that and that and that and that. And also this. Cool. How about no wizard gift? Cool. How about there's no foot. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, they're on top of each other. I was like, where did the other one go? Like, I have 2 rabbits. Where did the other one go? Okay, I might go tomorrow to go and give the wizard another gift. This is like 4 gifts. Oh, let's see, let's see, let's see. Fuck. Nope. Okay. Okay, and then when we come back after also stopping by the cart, to prevent myself from also breaking down there, we're gonna go. We'll try and catch the wood skip again, which doesn't want to show up for us at all. Ghostfish? No wood skip. I have silver quality mushrooms too. I'm still at 2 hearts. Fish. No, it's a smallmouth. I swear to God. Come on. There we go. Got it. We're good. Woohoo! Now it's really just wizard gift and the what's it called? Wizard gift and the feet. Gotta say, see if they come outside. Make them a little bit happier by eating that grass. And then for one day. Except not even one day, because it's raining today, so never mind. I might sleep a week, see what happens, you know. Might fuck around and sleep a week. Or at least until like the end of the week. See if we get any mail pieces. Please. Fuck it was a thing from the wizard. Not what I wanted though. Mother trucker. Didn't want a quest from the wizard. If I have to go back down and gift him on his birthday again, I swear to God. Please, 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 please. No. Nope. Cool. Come on, rabbits. Drop me a butt. Sleep 2 days. Doesn't help. A watch asleep, maybe not. Yeah. Not on 1.6. Do it on 1.5. I don't know. Or maybe do it on 1.6. There's good things about it and there's bad things about it. Like, for example, in earlier cookout kits, you don't have to upgrade your whole house. And in earlier, you can get the Fiddlehead Ferns. You never have to go into the secret woods. Please. Straight up 2.5 hearts with these rabbits. And at least for purple mushroom, there's always the backup of the mushroom logs, which is nice. Not Demetrius' gift. Come on. Oh, Scott. Ship the Straight up, Wizard's birthday is tomorrow. I'm about to go and gift him another gift tomorrow. Fuck it. Hmm. $150 pieces of hay is what we went through. Mommy. Straight up, we have 5 hearts now. I swear to God, Wizard! You better be sending me gifts in the mail. I don't care. Oh. Now we cannot complain. He cannot complain about not getting gifts and not having friendship with him. I've got 5 freaking hearts with him now. Good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. Have to tell you what you polish up your window. Please, Wizard. Fuck. At the Sunday matinee. Make yourself all time I've ever made. If I need to go get more hay tomorrow, I will. Never know, never know. If you're gonna see, really should have showed. You never know, you're never gonna grow. It's alright now. So, going pennies in the pool. True, would have been you. In my defense, I had none. Never nothing that I belong. One. Checking the traveling cart. And just on your own. Internet and take her home. Never painted by the number, baby. Making it count. All time I never know. Never know, never know. Something, don't you think so? Pennies in the pool. With my defense, it has none. The coffee speed is so specific, is what I just realized. It's 1 minute and 24 seconds. I've been different. What make things be different? Yeah. My defense, I had none. Just rabbit's foot. Cool. To Marnie's. Let's go grab more. More hay. We've got a heater. Literally just the last two things. It's fine. I was supposed to go to Marnie's. Just completely ran past Marnie's. Oh, I'm losing my mind now. I'm losing it now. Just immediately ran past Marnie's. Why would I go all the way down through the bottom woods to get back to my farm from the community center? Lee, come on. Yeah, fuck. Never mind. Alrighty. Away as we go. Hopefully we do not need this amount of hay, because that would be a stupid amount of weeks. Again. But I will put the heater in here. Alrighty, come on, wizard. I need you to send us a gift. Like tomorrow. Nope. Does the heater do anything for friendship? Just curious. Like, I assume so, but I didn't want to... Straight up? What level are y'all's at? 3 hearts. 3 hearts! I sleep until Friday. Thank you for the garden pot, Evelyn. Nope. Cool. Thanks, rabbits. Appreciate it. Fuck it. We'll sleep until Sunday now. And then we'll have to sit through the grandpa cutscene if we don't do it today. Please. Come on, wizard. Demetrius. Wizard. Okay. Title. Load. Go back in. Come on, Stardew. Oh my god. Please. Got it. Okay. Please. Oh. Fuck you, rabbits. Oh. Everything else is done. Now it's just the fucking rabbits. Now I have to sit through Grandpa cutscene. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna go turn my air conditioning off because I'm kind of freezing. I was gonna ask if it still worked. It did, kind of. I just kept clicking, and I was hoping for the best. I took my mouse with me, and I just kept clicking. Alright, let me look. Two. Rabbits, you fuckers. Come on. I'm gonna open up the gates for them so they can go eat the good grass, I guess. I even got the rabbits a little bit early, too. They are homophobic, honestly. That's so true. I'm playing Chaperone for them and everything, and they're still not dropping their feet. I'm gonna scream. Oh god. It's been 2.5 full seasons now. And they still haven't dropped foot yet. Making sure I didn't miss it anywhere. I swear, they probably are like... They probably have 4 hearts now at this point. They just hate you? They can't be hating me right now. I don't got time for them to hate me. Straight up? Let me look. 4 hearts. 4 hearts with these rabbits. I've been feeding them. I've been keeping them warm. I've been giving them the good grass by letting them go outside. And what do I get in return? No feed. It hasn't been for free. I've been spending my cold hard money on all this stuff here. On all the hay. I bought 125 pieces of hay. This is the second time. Gripperless, I know. She calls me back. I'm already like halfway through this second bit of hay. The first one, I bought 125 pieces of hay. The second one, I also bought 125 pieces of hay. So we're like 200 pieces of hay in on this right now. And still. Now we got a freaking gold, freaking iridium quality wool, but no foot. Since I bought the first rabbit, it's been 3 months, 3 seasons. Because it was the end of summer. 2. Just chop them off with your axe? I'm not that mean. I can't do that. Another iridium quality wool. I'm done. The way my silly butt decided to put good RNG as my favorite thing, and then I get rickrolled by these fucking rabbits again. I jinxed myself. I did it. I cursed myself by doing that. Yeah, you little bitches moving butt outside as soon as I. 4.5 hearts! Is it summer? So, no. Spring 28. Alrighty. Officially 3 full ass seasons. Another iridium quality wool. You know what's gonna be really sad? Is when I get to the end of summer. And then it's a whole year. What did I tell you? I'm gonna sleep a couple days. Are you kidding me? The bunny union is on strike? What can I do to fix the bunny union? How can I help the bunny union? I'm for the union, but I need us to we got to work together here. You bitches. Another iridium quality wool. See what y'all's have to look forward to. Of just doing this over and over again until you find a bunny that's gonna drop its feet. We're nearing 225 pieces. Or I guess no. 125 and 125. It's literally just RNG. So I'll sleep a few days again. Yeah. 5 hearts. Are you freaking serious? Okay, it's been a full year for one of them. $5 months. Yeah, there you go. That one right there. Been a whole freaking year. No beat. I just want to go have dinner. I've been live for almost 6 hours. And I've been stuck in this run for 4.5. The last hour has just been petting these damn rabbits. Or at least the last 30 minutes have been. No, I'm determined to finish. I'm going to finish before I leave. Don't worry. I'm just mad at the rabbits, is all. I have never had a rabbit take this long. Again. I have never had a rabbit do over a full year. Yes, rabbit's foot. That's the last thing I need for the community center. I've been petting them virtually every day. I've gone through over 200 and something pieces of uh of hay. We're in year 3. I've been petting them for a full year. That's why I'm mad. It's because they should have already dropped foot by now, and they haven't. Give me your rabbit. I've been letting them go outside too. Give them the extra space. Get the good grass. It's not like I haven't been petting them. It's now fall. It's been a year. The yogurt shop. Used to work and make a little money. Time, curious time. Who's I been seeing? Isn't it just so pretty to think all alone it was some. We're not done. We're still waiting on these damn rabbits, Mel. Just gonna keep singing Taylor Swift until they drop the feed. Time, second time, I didn't see. Isn't it just so pretty to think all alone it was some invisible string. I'm gonna full on sleep another week. Fuck it. Single set of gold. That's me right now. I am a twin clown. I am a twin clown. So hard. I'm gonna sleep until Friday. It's just so pretty to think all alone there was some invisible string. I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna go down to. I gotta go get. I have to go get more hay at this point. I might as well go check the traveling cart while we're at it, too. Buy new bunnies, too. I might. Fuck, at this point. Welcome on in, Jake LO. Taylor Swift, Invisible Strings, and Stardew Valley. Okay, this playlist has officially looped 2 times. Oh, it's just the same playlist. Mountain Music Power Ballad. Sunday evening. Nice. Nothing. Cool. No. It's the middle of fall, year 3. I'm buying new rabbits and more hay right now. When I was like, oh yeah, maybe if we just get lucky here with the rabbit's foot, we'll do sub 4. Bitch, we're gonna be lucky we get sub 5 at this rate. Holy fudge. I refuse to let the run die. I should have gave up an hour ago. But I refuse to let the run die now. What is Lee running? That's a long run. It's not supposed to be this long. It's not supposed to be this long. It should have ended over an hour and a half ago. These rabbit foot! Give me this shit! Get me out of here! Woohoo! We're done! Go! It should have ended an hour and a half ago. Over an hour and a half ago. Oh, thank goodness. Fuck you. Done. We're done. Fuck that shit. Ew, that was so gross. That was sub 5. Ew. That was so gross. You wanna look? You wanna see what my PB is? No, I do not want to save these splits. 3.5 hours is a PB. Not almost 5. Oh no. Alrighty. I might run it back tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I might just do Fields of Mystery tomorrow. Who knows? I will figure it out. I'll be doing some stuff. Who knows? How long has it been? Since I ran this... Okay, since I ran this solo, it's probably been... Since, like, before 1.6 came out. So before April. I want to say. Yeah, that's how gross it's been. That's how long it's been. Fuck it. Only because I never get to raid him. We're gonna go raid Hab. I bought Fields of Mystery because of all of you streaming it. Good. It's a good game. Highly recommend. Habu would still be resetting in the mines. LOL. That's fair. I should have reset in the mines. After my mines wasn't good enough, I should have ended. I should have just reset. I should have reset, but I didn't want to reset. It was our no reset run. There you go. Alrighty, gamers. I will catch you all tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you were in the Discord, there's a little something in the announcement channel that Nia put together, I would assume. Or Nia announced it in the announcement channel. Probably has something to do with my birthday on Tuesday. I'm still deciding what I want to do about that. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. A wonderful rest of your evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you all very, very soon. Goodbye. We're done. Goodbye. Grab the raid message. Don't forget them. Bye. Bye.
Try to yank a ladder from these guys and then make our way back.